All right. So, yeah, Memorial Day Monday. Hope everybody's having a good day off. We're going to start the stream. I don't know how long we're going to go today. Could be an hour, could be longer, but I wanted to get some ideas down. I wanted to get some ideas down and stream. By the way, we've got a song release. I'll show you the song right now, actually. The song is about this On the Road song. We wrote it a while ago, actually. We started working on it. It took a few times at it, like a few additions and sessions, overdubs and stuff to really get the feel of the song that I wanted, So we ended up getting that feel, and now we're rolling. Now we're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. It's a very loose song. I want to say it's very loose. Just the sound in general and all that stuff. So, um, yeah. Yeah, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing here. All right. So, yeah, wow, you guys, I've had so much fun recording this other song, Sheldon the Wonder Snail. I can't wait to get to it. But today we're going to be we're going to be streaming first On the Road, and it's finished entirety right here, as you can see. Look at that's the song. It's mastered. It's at -14 LUFS, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And now Studio One is great. It has, I already did the digital release, but everything's done. The final step is listening to it on my iPod, AirPods. I mean, my AirPods, not my iPods, my AirPods. So, listening to the in ears, these little guys over here. Um, anyways, so this is the song. I'm gonna have my mic muted because my headphones. I got to get my dangerous monitor fixed. I could still route out headphones and everything. I route out through basically the headphone amplifier. That's what it's going through right now. Actually, right now it's not even connected in the grand scheme of things, which I can actually do. But we are going to record drums, so I want to hear how things are. We'll go out of 15 and 16 for now, and then go into 1 and 2 of the PreSonus HP60. Some of my little back. It's what I usually use when I'm tracking more than one person at a time, like a band, for example. Anyways, so here is. I wish I would have got this stream started off a little earlier today, and not spent so much time working in the morning. I should have just streamed it. I feel like I don't know. It was kind of a back and forth thing with the stream, with this song. So I was kind of going back and forth between mixing and mastering, which is not common, I guess, in the grand sense of things. I guess you can send it back and refine it and whatever. But the level to which I do it is just I'm back and forth sometimes between things because, I'll hear like there's not a lot of compression on this either. And I have it like in a vintage mode. So here's what I got. Just a little bit of cut off on the low end and a little bit, like a little curve like that. Just bring in a little balance. And I just slapped this on here. I'm not doing really, there's like a 0.1 dB change there. But I just slapped this on there, just for its sound. And then we have our maximizer, which is, there to set your true peak and your LUFS. And towards the end of this chain, I'm just generally messing with this, tweaking it. a little bit so I can basically update the loudness. The pre-loudness of this song, surprisingly, was negative 14.7 levels. It was loud, and you know what? I did that on purpose because it obviously sounds great, and I didn't want to really do much in the mastering realm. And I knew I was going to shave off a couple dBs, right? So the -2 here is at 1 dB, and then the negative, or the over here it's at 1 dB as well, right? So it's, let me see, if did I set undo? Did something, right? Anyway, so yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did with this. And then we're going to listen to it in these a couple times tonight. Probably more than twice, actually. I would assume several times before I release it. And you know what? I found that Spotify says within a week, but I've gotten things on Spotify within 3 days of game time, And I hopefully they do it on this round as well, because I don't know if I think it's also because the songs aren't so long, or I don't know, maybe they just tell you that just in case, cover their 6 or something. So yeah. Okay, so well, let's listen to it real quick. Let's listen to what we got. Where is that? Yeah, we'll put that on and play it. Did you hear that? I think I heard a click, like a pop.
On the road, thought he was a friend. Who knows how? Who knows when? As the killer arrives with 2 dimes and a 10, everything to hide, he's on the road again. On the road again. Tell us where you've been. He replies, I only tell my friends. Tell us where you've been. East and west and when. Tell us where you've been. Stop trying to pretend.
Yeah, this is great, huh?
On the road again. On the road again. On the road again. On the road again. Stop trying to pretend. Yeah.
I think that sounds cool. I'm a little nitpicky about one part. There we go. That was cool. That was it. And now I want to start. I want to play some drums today. Since it's daytime, I want to get some drums in. I want to start a song like with drums today. And usually I don't start a song with drums. I usually start a song with like bass or some kind of piano riff. Last song we started with flute. Most of the time it's guitar. The guitar is usually my go-to. I should get more into writing starting with vocals. That would be a cool way to do things too. We'll try them all. Today we're going to try drums. Drums. Oh, drums. The thing that I'm getting better at every day or every time I play at least. I got to hit those keys, man. I've been so behind on my keyboardery sorcery. That's what I need to do. I need to fix myself with the keys. Got to get more friendly again with the keys, and the notes and all those things. So we're working at it. We're working at it. That's what this stream's about. We're about growing pains. That's what these are. Simple growing pains. So, yeah. It's funny. I was just thinking about today. I was like, man, I'm doing these songs and I was going to maybe put mascara on or something like The Cure, something punk rock, post-punk rock, something. I don't know. I have no idea. But you can't be funny and dark persona at the same time, so you know what I mean? So let's just start with a new, like an actual new song. Record now. New audio recording. What should we try that? First of all, we got to be 96 kilohertz. That's what we record at, and we're gonna go. We're gonna go new song, and today is the 29th. And that's what we'll do. We'll do new song. Then that'll be that. Boom. Now we'll add some tracks here, and I'm just adding tracks. As you can see, the cool thing you can do here is I'll do 16 total, make my life easier. And for now, we'll start with not auto color. We'll start with hell. Let's auto color them. Let's do it. Let's go the distance. Input 1, ascending, outputs 1 and 2. And here we go, my friends. 5 of these tracks we can go to the mix window here. As you can see, 5 of these tracks we will make. We can do this also in the other way, in the other window as well. But let's just make these all yellow. I love starting fresh on a fresh Studio One, mix here. It's just fun. Drum. Okay, no, we'll call this kick 112. That's the D112, right? I'll just call that a 112 because that's my inside the kick microphone. And then the next one's going to be snare 57. And this is all representing the microphone that it's using. Overhead 184 left. Overhead 184 right. Okay. Next one, we're going to make that Romo 440. And that's it. That's it for drums. That's my drum microphone setup. I don't like going crazy on the drums. I like to record them as if they are one complete instrument, as you know, right? So look at it. That's what we got. This is our little mix window. We can customize it and send these to different places along this. So we're going to make these our drum bus. We're going to give them their own buses for now. And that bus is right over here. I created it, and I'm going to call it drum bus. That's it. And then it's going to be going out of outputs 1 and 2. It just makes it easier for me to control, especially now that I don't have my headphone connector on my Dangerous Monitor mixer is broken. So I need to get that fixed, and there's some place in LA who has the capability to fix that stuff. Or probably, yeah. So, we're going to make this the bass. I always put the bass next to the drums. There's a DI input. And then the next bass is going to be bass Mesa. This is my standard. That's it. And then, obviously, I like to make the bass kind of a different color than the drums. And this could be these could be guitar, but we won't even go there yet. Because we generally will use inputs 3 and 4. I like using burl inputs on the guitar, so it'll be a definitely overdub type situation. Obviously, my whole band is me, and so I can't be everywhere at once. That is the cool thing about looping, though. But I am more of an arrangement artist than a looper, so I like to really arrange my mix into the standard song format, you know, like basically verse, chorus, verse type of thing. And that's generally how I like to work. I used to loop a lot, you know, when I had I still have Ableton. I got the new one, and it's pretty cool. So I was going to get into it. Doesn't mean I shouldn't get into it, right? But excuse me. As you can see here in our track window, we have the kicks. We'll just arm those now. Also have to, actually, let's not arm them now. Well, we can. Let's arm them. Let's just turn them off, actually. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna. Oh, look at it. We have it set up right now. This was for mastering. Let's go to 64, and if I'm at 128, I've noticed before I was at 64, but with OBS, it kind of caused some feedback. It was interesting. Some robotic stuff was going on. That's what was going on for sure. It was like the ghost machine ghosts were in play on that very day. So now we won't have any latency issues when we record this. And we want to, when I record drums, I actually like to put reverbs on the snare, not the overhead so much. Interestingly, I mean, I do it differently all the time, but I'll just make a bunch of buses here. Make a bass bus. I should have probably done that earlier with the channels, but I can just, send these to the bass bus now. And you know what's interesting is the buses are still going to go out of outputs 1 and 2 for now until we get into mix mode. And we're not even in, are we in, let's see. Let's check this. We're not ready for tracking yet. See, we got to set up the tracking mechanism. Okay, so this is going to go for my drums. Okay, and then this is going to go right here. And I'm just basically patching in the connections I want to use while I'm tracking. Make sure they're all in. All right, they are all in. They're all in. I can't believe I had a tissue running loose over there. All right, so, and yeah, we got my little area. Okay. That's my glasses cleaner. All right, so let's move along. Let's move along. See who's on and move along. Okay. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to these drums. I don't know what I have the tempo set at 143 right now. That's like the tempo of love. Let's hear how that sounds. Oh, we gotta set the tempo. We gotta put the All right, let's set that. Maybe a little slower, I don't know. That is a little fast for my drumming expertise. What I want to do. Yeah. One, 3, 6. I think that works right there. 1, 3, 6, huh? Let's go one. Let's go odd. Let's go odd. Oh yeah, odd's better. The odder the better. Oh yes. That's what we're gonna go at. I think I can handle that. Think I can handle that. Whew. All right, let's get that. The session is already. Oh, look at me with my iPad being proactive. Yeah. Let's bring this on over to the drums. We got to get our drum over here. We got the drums pretty much set up, other than the obviously the microphone right here. We got to turn this around. And I swear we're going to get back to the acoustic guitar, because I think our next release will be an acoustic guitar thing. Right after On the Road, I like to generally put maybe an acoustic piece, a singer-songwriter type thing in the thing in my studio. So, you know, sometimes you gotta pull your undies out of your crotch sometimes. Or the wedgie out. We get wedgies when we sit in chairs for long periods. So yeah, that was definitely a wedgie of some kind. You know, I got hit with the wedgies. Tell you, sometimes that's what pockets are for too. You know, pull the wedgies out. All right, so. We're in our sports gear. I play drums with nothing else other than Uggs. You cannot play drums. I tried the barefoot. The Uggs just give me some kind of security. I don't know what it is, but they really do. They make me feel safe. They're like my blankie. They're you know, my binky too, whatever you call those. So, yeah. Whoa, there you go, autofocus. Logitech Brio, ladies and gentlemen. Logitech Brio. So, yeah. Anyways, okay, so, yeah, let's get on with these drums over here. Bring our water and stuff. And mess around. Let's mess around with the drums. Let's make sure also, I forgot to do this. Should be thinking right now what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to take those drums that I have. Oh yeah, we still, see, I wasn't listening. I was talking too much. Let's just put on a reverb here. A concert hall, which that's what our go-to for now. And then we change it up with like Altiverb, which is a little bit more RAM intensive for recording. So I'd rather just use a stock reverb, you know, not mess around too much at first. And then we mess around with the reverbs and stuff like that later on in the mixing phase. Oh, let's call it reverb bus. I mean, we can even... Got the reverb bus going, and we just go over here, sends. And Ableton has something like this, and it's like it does have auxiliary sends. You can make an auxiliary channel and do it that way. You know, so it's just a great way. You put your reverb on one thing instead of on one on the. See, they're getting sent to the reverb bus. And oh, you know what I said? I didn't want to have all of those reverb. That was a bad move. I wanted to just reverb the snare and not too much. Not too much. I do not want to do it too much. I would not like doing it. Oh, and we have to pan these left and right. Okay. And that's it. That's it. And let's see, bass bus, reverb, okay. We don't even have a Vox bus ready, but we'll do all that in a little bit. Let's get these drums down because that is what the whole meaning of this session was, to get some doggone drums down. Okay. Yes, we're streaming at odd hours today. You know what? I think, as a matter of fact, I want to get the drums down. And then I think I'll come back maybe later tonight and stream some more. But I want to kind of enjoy the day and go outside. So I might end up streaming tonight, you know, like a late night stream. And we'll have the drums down today from what we just, you know, because I want to write a song with the drums. I want to get that down. We're going to do that right now. Man. Right now, man. Going. We're there, man. We made it. We're at the drums now, man. Oh, by the way, there's my follow goal. If you guys look, we've got some more followers. I want to give a big shout out, actually. After we do the drums here, I want to give a big shout out to all the followers that we have recently gained. And let's just turn it off. Let's just turn it off, though, because I don't need to see it anymore. I think you guys get the idea. You know what I mean? But it would be nice. It would be nice to definitely do that. You know what I mean? All right. Let's make sure. All right. I was just making sure. Outputs 1 and 2. You guys are probably hearing everything. Just make sure this is on. Okay. Yep. All right. Got the radio mic set up. Got the DVS off. Just doing all my checks here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, let's get over to the drums. That's where it's at. That's where I'm hearing everything's at today, is at the drums. So we're here. We're here at the drums. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, 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 oh. Let me go wild. Like a twister in the sun. How you doing? All right, here we are. Here we are at the drums. The station. Oh, did I even send this? I did not. I can't hear anything. I'm gonna fire my engineer. He is so. What was he doing this whole time? What was the engineer doing? Does anybody know? The engineer. I don't know. I don't know about that guy, guys. I don't know. So anyways, we're going to send the outputs that we need to send, right? So right now we got a headphone mix. Excuse my... We're just going to... I know it's hard for you guys to see. I can maybe drag this down a little. There we go. So on these, under my beautiful mug here, I can maybe make this smaller or something. There we go. It might work for now. Okay, whatever. For now, we'll be right there. So this, we're going to send these now to output. Is it 15 and 16? Yes. All right. And yep. You know, okay. So dangerous 1 and 2, that's fine for speakers. Burl out 15 and 16, that's going into there. Okay. All right. That's drums. Wait, that's drums. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. Is this going to be loud as F? Let's listen to it in the headphones real quick. Let's go check our headphones. Just make sure. Okay. Not hearing anything. Hello? All right. And that's because we have to throw the sends to my output. So I'm hearing something, but I'm not hearing my click track, and that's because I have to play the click track to you guys with you guys. You guys will have to hear my click track, which is kind of annoying. Because right now my dangerous monitor is not, the connector broke, so I have to go about it this way. We're just gonna have to do it. We're just gonna have to do it, guys. I'm on the beat. I'll be on the beat. You guys can hear the click track and hear exactly. Let's see, is it playing through? Huh. I'm not hearing it. I'm hearing it there. Not hearing it in my headphones. I'm just adjusting. Yeah, that's interesting. Outputs. It's odd that I'm not hearing the click. Well, are you hearing it? Probably. You're hearing the click because it's going out of outputs 1 and 2. Okay, output 15 and 16. That's what I got to put the click on. There we go. That's what I had it set to outputs 3 and 4. Okay. My bad. Okay, let's go low. That's good. Hopefully that's not too loud for me. That is a little loud. Let's try that. And a little lower on the headphones. We'll try that. Okay, we got the headphones set up now. You won't hear the click track, which is great. And let's try this out. Let's try this out. Let's. By the way, disclaimer: I'm not a drummer. I'm not a drummer at all. As a matter of fact, I'm just a songwriter. Just a songwriter. And now we're gonna go and play some drums. All right. It's a good time to stream, I guess. This time of day. I would rather stream in the morning. That's what I really wanted to do today. But I was too busy mixing a song to get mastered, and I'll take the glasses off. All right, here we go. All right. Let's also adjust. Let's make an adjustment to where I can see I'm looking at OBS in this state. Okay, and then when we go to log, okay, we're good. And there we go. Oh, see, it's changing. Let's log to drums. Let's make it. Interesting. Log to drums. All right. All right. There we are. Okay. There we go. So let's get back over here. It's all these little things I'll probably end up getting used to down the line, and it'll be like natural. But live streaming and recording on different cameras definitely brings a little bit of complications to the process, but we're getting over it. We're getting over it. We're good. All right, let's go. Let us go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, let's get this on and stream my drumming. Here we go. I think I need to bring this in a little closer, maybe. I think a little slower tempo. Let's go a little slower on the tempo. What do you think? Like 1-3-3 maybe? Should I try that? Let's see how that sounds. That's still pretty fast for my amateur drumming skills. I'll say 127. I think that will be a nice little tempo. That sounds like a good tempo, right? Yeah. Ba, two. Let's get it down. Oh my God, I need to slow it down. Well, I'm afraid if I slow it down, I'll screw up even more, though. Should we go with a simple 120? Did I just make it a 120 automatically? That's amazing. Let's try that. Let us try it. Here we go. I keep getting these stuck in front of each other. Ah! I need to maybe push this back a little. Let's push it back. Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe, you know, not that I'm a terrible drummer. It's not. I'm not a terrible drummer. It's ergonomics. Blame it on ergonomics. Come on. It needs to be faster now. God, my non-drummer skills are showing. Showing. What's going on here? That was cool though. Finally, I got somewhere. A little ahead of that click track here. 1, 2. Maybe I need to hear it more. That's why I need to hear the click track a little bit more. That might help. You guys can probably hear it slightly. A little lower, maybe. Here we go. But that was cool. I was getting there. I was grooving. All right, let's try it. No, I'm going nowhere with this right now. Oh, and that hurt. That hurt. That definitely hurt a little bit. Whew. That hurt a little. That hurt a little bit. A little bit on the hands. Hey, what's going on, the one-obs? How you doing? Lurking. I'm outside with the kids. Nice, nice. Nice. Having fun outside, playing with the kids. That's what I'm about to do pretty soon. That's definitely something I should be doing right now. I should have started streaming earlier on this day of Memorialage. And I think, like, yeah, there's supposed to be like some kind of moment of silence or something at 3 p.m. that is going on nationwide or something. But yeah, 3 p.m. I guess. Was that Eastern time? Or maybe just anywhere 3 p.m. I don't know. I'm on the Pacific Coast, though, so. But yeah, we're just trying to songwrite right now with the drums. And as you can hear, I'm not a drummer. I'm trying, and this is kind of a live practice session, as you would call it. But also, I'm not going to spare any expense. And I'm definitely going to be recording all of this, seeing what works. So we're recording this currently. And I'm thinking we will not keep any of that. But we did have some good stuff in there. But this is mainly a practice session. So I'm glad you can join us, Obs. So glad that people are chatting. Makes me feel good. Gives me a little motivation. The chat definitely helps. I think that's what it's all about, right? It's all about the chat. So I got my chat thing here next to me in case anybody wants to chat. Sometimes I might even yell your name in a recording, and I'll just keep it in there because it sounded kind of cool. You know, but anyways. Obviously you're not your real name. Not the real name. Not real names, right? As they say. I don't know if that really matters, right? I don't know if real names really matter. I mean, we've been doing it for years on Instagram and all those other things, so I don't know. I don't know. What's the difference? Okay. All right, let's go. Well, there, let's do this one. Two, three. Three, four. Right? Oh my God. Oh my God. That was terrible. But come on, let's keep going. This is a practice. I mean, we're not drummers here. So obviously, and I had my, oh, I must have blown your ears. Sorry, guys. was kind of a cool groove, though. We're gonna have to come back. That was kind of bitchin'. Had some cool loops in there. I know I had a lot of. I could write a song from all that right there. Definitely could write a song from all that. I had some ideas. I'm just hoping the transitions will go smoothly, meaning cymbals basically. Cymbals moving over to the. And the drum sounded actually pretty decent. Pretty decent actually. But yeah, that was cool. So we've streamed for an hour and 13 minutes today. which is enough for now. We might come back later tonight and work on this and patch it up and then try to get maybe a bass line down or something. I don't know. Let's just I want to just give it a listen real quick. Everything's kind of on point when it comes to on the beat, roughly, right? There's a lot of easy nudge work right there. Let's check it out real quick. Yeah, okay. There's some of that stuff we were doing later though was cool. I had an idea in my head. It was like a very like melodic piece while I was playing this. I ain't gonna lie. Look at no EQ, guys, on those drums. Nothing, right? Nothing on those drums at all. Okay? Look at that. No EQs, just a reverb. And that is just because it's going through some of the best preamps ever made, in my opinion. Burl preamps, man. That's just so good. They're just so beefy and effortless. The drums sound actually pretty decent, and I didn't change the mic set the settings for the ribbon. I didn't change it at all for singing. It sounds great, just like that. It's got a little nice amount of gain to it too. They sound beefy. The drums sound beefy. Even though I'm not a drummer, you got to admit, if I had a real drummer in here, they would not be disappointed with that at all. But yeah, that was cool. And you know, when I'm doing this also, like for example, with my mix window here, and let's just take the outputs away for a minute. In the mix window, I'll have the drummer sent out of one of my basically outputs. I generally start with outputs 3 and 4 and work my way up to 13 and 14, and then outputs 15 and 16 is available if I need it or whatever, if I want to use it for compressing on the way in or something like that, right? Or I need to sacrifice an output, or 15 and 16, or you know. So you got to have these little things up, you know, just in case you run into issues like right now with my dangerous monitor mixer, which I hope I can just get the part and take it to somebody and get it fixed right in front of me, right then and there. Because that's all it should take. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to come back for it. Should open it up and just fix it right in front of me. I just don't want to touch a solder board with a circuit board with a soldering iron uh, quite on something as expensive as a piece of gear that, I'd rather have a pro do it that way. They know what they're doing. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not a pro cable maker. I've made hundreds of cables. But that's, you know, soldering onto a circuit board for me is it's probably the same thing as soldering. It's probably no different, you know? So I'll see. Once they send me the piece, I'll look at it, and I've already opened it up, the console. But also, if a professional does it, if they mess up, they probably have to pay for it. Unless they say, disclaimer, I'm not responsible for your gear. Be like, no, you are, biatch. You're responsible for my gear. That's why I took it to you. So the responsibility doesn't lie on me. No. Yeah, no. I'm sure it'll be fine. I just got to get that thing fixed because it's a killer not having my headphones. That's, there's a couple things that I don't like about the Dangerous Monitor Mixer. One is they should have a headphone. They should cut out most of all these features. There's a lot of features you don't need on these. 5.1, fine, right? And a mono mix, fine. Listening to mono, that's important. Okay. But talkback, not important. You don't need a talkback feature for these. And the speaker mute, that's great. The dim function, okay, whatever. But there's an Ethernet connection, right? So you'd think that there kind of would be some kind of digital headphone connection, which would obviously involve conversion and affect the way your sound is. So maybe not such a good idea, but it already, I guess some kind of, I know you can run analog over Ethernet, and you can basically have the analog signal taking up, I think you may have enough room in an Ethernet cable to do both, right? Send it through analog and then split the other half as a digital, whatever is wired in from the digital circuits, Yeah, that would be cool if they can combine an Ethernet cable. I know they can make analog Ethernet cables now. And the analog Ethernet cables can only hold 4 mono channels. Which is a lot for one Ethernet cable, which is really cool. So they have there's a company that does it. I know Radial does it, but there's Rat Sound that does it as well, and they have this their what's it called? Sound Tools, I think is the name of their like gear. They make proprietary gear and all that stuff, and they make the cables and stuff like that. They do a lot of sound for like big events, like like those events out in Indio and stuff like that. Big concerts, big concerts. So they do the sound for those. Yeah, but so the Ethernet is a good technology, and it's going to soon replace all these long cable runs that you can have less cables, or it might not even make a difference, unless you want to go into a different room. The Ethernet is definitely useful when you have less cables running, for sure. So yeah, we'll see. But anyways, guys, I might come back tonight and stream with you. We'll work maybe on building a song from these drums that we have here. Hopefully we got enough. And we're building a song, so it's not like I'm writing the drums for this and have to do it flawlessly. I'm really just kind of songwriting with the drums. So I'm gonna do a lot of patchwork, patching things together, and I'm hoping that there's a lot of wiggle room for me to work around in this. And I was on the beat many of the times, and I'm hoping I have just gonna make a short, I don't know, maybe not so short. I want to make a rock song for sure. Another rock, electronic, more screaming guitars, more stuff like that, you know? So that's where I want to go with this. But aside of that, let's see. We'll have to patch together the ideas tonight. I've really generally never written a song with the drums first. So that's gonna be just a cool thing to share in and of itself. So, but yeah, we will possibly come back later on this evening. I just wanted to get an hour or so in to stream with you, and then go hang out outside because it's daytime. I got to be outside. I got to go outside. Got to get some sunlight in my eyes and on my back.